this time. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed over the middle, it's Horton. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Trying to impose their will with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't get... extra yards. Great tackle there. On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Morrow. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The give to the tailback. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Getting some heat. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes a connection. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense got him at the 27. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They recover their own fumble. How in the offense avoid that disaster? Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Line gets set. 1st down. To the air. It's Sanders. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play, because That was a critical turnover.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. No time to waste. Get set and pick up chunk yardage. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Those in the waiting moments, that could be a costly play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really,
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen. And the Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Navy midship. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. So Louisville's return team has set. Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Colorado's will have some work to do after that short return. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pass picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baylor! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in the
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Coming after it. And next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended rosters featuring more than 1,000 additional players, or choose the rosters from our original launch. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Noel. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Set sail out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field. You know, yards figure to be hard to cover. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
So Baylor's offense will go to work for the first time today. The Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Buffaloes have it for the first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Hayden. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. And flying down the right side. Past the 10. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been...
complete.
The defender was right there.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released. To the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To throw, it's Finn. He looks that one in nicely. And that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Got the quick completion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Got it, looking for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Finn. Unloads to the right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Baylor! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positive. He's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Throws toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this The Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. The Knights will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayden. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Buffaloes offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Now on first down from the 30. He's going to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So the UCF Knights offense will take the field for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
The Knights want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Jefferson. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on first and goal. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on third and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the throw downfield winds up in. A good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Knights.
And And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect them.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Finds his man down the middle. Quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Knights are in the red zone. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, UCF! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pass hits, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the returner will be brought down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that?
And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports.
Racing to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Knights. And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Back to throw, it's Sanders. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll try the counter. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mood kind. That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off-play action on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going up top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it, but I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Lining up to add another. The fake. Kicker's going to run for it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
34, Colorado, 6.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the up.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCF. And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn it.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing an interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to.
Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blocker. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Midshipmen offense is on the field to start this game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gonna run it. It's Chapman. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Feeling some heat. Now adjusting. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
On the return, it's Benson. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. He's going to take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question whether he was going to make that. Nice job.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team.